Good morning. Today is Monday, March the 23rd, 2020. This is a special meeting of Commissioners Court of Grimes County, Texas. It is Monday the 23rd, as previously stated. We're meeting at 114 West Buffington Avenue in Anderson, Texas, which is a normal place for our Commissioner Court meetings. Agenda item number 1, we have called this meeting to order. Agenda item number 2, and that is to discuss and take action to extend the declaration of local disaster for public health emergency issued on March 16, 2020. Commissioners, if you will, turn in your papers to attachment number 2. Attachment number 2 is a declaration of local disaster for public health emergency that I issued on December the 16th, March 2020. I'll quickly read through it. It says, whereas beginning in December 2019, a novel coronavirus, now designated as COVID-19, was detected in mainland China and has since spread throughout the world, and whereas the World Health Organization declared COVID-19 a worldwide pandemic on March 11, 2020, and whereas extraordinary measures have been taken to contain COVID-19 and prevent its spread throughout Grimes County, Texas, now, therefore, be it proclaimed by the County Judge of Grimes County, Texas, number 1, that a state of disaster is declared for Grimes County, Texas pursuant to section 418.108A of the Texas Government Code. Point 2, that the county's emergency management plan has been implemented. Point 3, that this state of disaster shall continue for a period of not more than 7 days of the date hereof, unless the same is continued by a consent of Commissioners Court of the County of Grimes, Texas. Point 4, this declaration shall take effect immediately from and after its issuance. Ordered this 16th day of March 2020, Joe Fouth County Judge, Grimes County Judge. It was attested by the County Clerk's Office, and it was filed as a matter of record at 2 p.m. on March the 16th. Commissioners, before we can, if we make the decision to extend this declaration of a local disaster, my authority ends today. And therefore, as a Commissioner's Court, we must have a motion and a second to continue this until a further date. I will give you a couple of further dates. The Governor's declaration is going through February, I'll get it right in a minute. The Governor's declaration is going through April the 3rd, which is this upcoming Friday. The following Friday is we have another meeting scheduled, our regular meeting on April the 1st, which is this Wednesday, and we have another regular meeting of Commissioners Court, which is scheduled for the following Wednesday, April the 8th. So I give you those dates knowing that we already have regular meetings of Commissioners Court scheduled, so we can extend this through Friday if we feel the need. We've got Wednesday in the middle of the week. We can, based on what happens this week, what we hear from the federal government, what we hear from the governor's office, it may change how far out we go. I've heard anywhere from 2 more weeks to 10 more weeks. Nobody knows, and certainly we don't know here. So my suggestion is we extend it at least through the governor's declaration, which would be April the 3rd. When we meet in our regular meeting, although it is not an agenda topic on the 1st, we could do a special meeting shortly thereafter with a 2-hour notice. Go ahead, Sheree.
I have not distributed the agenda for April 1st.
But we're in the 72-hour arena because that's this Wednesday.
Judge,
No, sir.
this Wednesday is going to be the 25th.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm jumping way ahead. Thank you. Okay. So we have time. So if we go ahead and extend it to the governor's date on the 3rd, we should be okay. And then we're meeting again the following week on the 1st, and the week after that would be the 8th. Is that right?
No.
No, okay.
Okay, if you extend it till the 3rd, the Governor's Day, which
That's
you
this
said
Friday.
earlier is this Friday.
Yeah. And then the 8th, which is the first meeting in April.
The
Second meeting.
Second meeting.
Right,
So our first meeting in April is April 1st.
right.
Okay, which is not this Friday, but the following. So you said it was all based on what you see happening this week?
That was my thought.
This week and next week, since
Yeah.
he
Yeah.
was thinking of where we.
I think that we should extend it to, my thought would be the 8th, because that's a regular meeting. We're not meeting unnecessarily. You know, like we had to come today to extend it, that that's more exposure for everyone.
Yep.
If we keep it on a regular, whether it be the 1st or the 8th, I'm good with those dates.
That makes sense.
The 8th to me. And then if we need to cut it
Yeah.
off, if the governor says,
All right.
let's stop, then we come back and call a special meeting.
Well, I believe 418 gives the county judge the authority, without Commissioner's Court consent, to reduce it, but not extend it. It must have the Commissioner's Court agreement to extend it,
Okay.
okay?
But you said 418, I don't know what that means.
Well, of the government code, you'd have to,
Oh, 418, the
Yes.
code, okay.
418 of the government code.
It's like,
Gives me the authority if we need to shorten it, but it does not give me the authority if we need to lengthen
Whoa.
it. That is a chore for the entire Commissioner's Court. So is there a motion then to extend this to April the 8th?
yes, I
Is
make
that
that
your-
in the form of a motion that we extended the governor, the declaration till, April 8th to
Second
2020.
There's a motion before the court on agenda item number 2 to extend Governor Abbott's declaration, or our declaration, through April the 8th by Commissioner Walker, seconded by Commissioner Dobianski. Is there further discussion on that motion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. It's a 4-1. Let the record note that Commissioner Mallett is not here in attendance this day. Before we adjourn, I do want to, since we do have the public hopefully viewing, thank you for not coming out today. Secondly, there was an important meeting for Grimes County on April the 1st that was scheduled over at the fairgrounds by the Federal Railroad Authority, a public hearing. That meeting has been canceled until further notice. So you can show up, but doors will be locked and no one will be there. So stay home. That meeting for this Wednesday has been canceled. Because of the shortness of time, and I don't want to violate opens meeting and agenda requirements, but commissioners, is there absolutely anything else that we need to make the public aware of at this time?
Just observe the, heed the warnings
Heed the warnings, please
that have
do.
been given.
You bet. And the schools are out for a reason, and that's for kids to stay home, not to be at the mall or anywhere else. With that, agenda item number 3, is there a motion to adjourn?
I make the motion to adjourn.
There's a motion before the court by Commissioner Walker to adjourn, seconded by Commissioner Cox. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. This meeting is adjourned.